Hey guys, today I'm going to show you that Princess Diana is actually alive and well, living happily ever after as Elton John's boyfriend. Okay, so she did not die. That was all fake. She is David Furnish, and I'd like to give a shout out to Jungle Surfer on YouTube. He actually exposed this like 4 years ago, okay? And I came across it a few months ago. Didn't really believe it right away, but it took me some time, and I've done some investigation using a photo editor, so I'd like to show you what I found. And I do believe that this is indeed the same person. So here's two photos here, and I'm going to overlay them, okay? And we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to go to this photo editor called PhotoFunny.net. Okay, so here it is. Here's our website, and what I did is I uploaded both of those photos. I don't have Photoshop or anything like that, so I just use this online tool, and you can just, and it's going to overlay David Furnish on top of Diana, and then you just adjust it, and then it reloads. So the image on the right is the website reloading as I move the try to get them aligned. Okay, so it's getting closer. That's pretty close. Getting very close. Yeah, so see what happens. There it is. Same face. Look at the mouth, the eyes, everything matches perfectly, okay? Everything lines up perfectly. So photofunny.net is where I did that. You can do your own investigation or use your own software. You can just overlay one photo on top of another. A bit of photographic forensics, if you will, and then it spits out the photo and you can download it. So it's a pretty cool little tool. There I go, downloading the photo. That was the some pretty good results I got there, and you can see it. There it is. There's the photo. You can scrutinize it, you can examine it, but as far as I can tell, when you overlay David Furnish's face on top of Princess Diana's face, they line up perfectly. I mean, there it is. That's what I just did today. I tried about a combination of about 8 different photos, and they all were convincing equally. The only problem I had with some is that their faces and their heads were not at the same angle. But I'll show you some highlights of my 8 attempts. I screen shared it with QuickTime just to show you that this is a real experiment that I did with 2 different photos, one layered on top of the other. The cheeks, the whole area around the mouth, those lines you get in your cheeks and stuff when you smile, those are exactly the same. And usually one of the eyes would line up. Sometimes the nose would line up, except for it would, thing is, if she's looking down a little bit or he's looking off to the side, you know, they weren't looking in the same place. And the ears would line up, except for sometimes the head was turned at different angles. So that was the only thing. But otherwise, it's still enough things are lining up to be more than just a coincidence, you know. You can see that they have the same exact smile, don't they? And that's what sunk in for me the other day when I just looked at them both, and kind of the same vibe coming out of their face, you know, the same energy. Some more results I got. That one lines up pretty well too, right? The only difference might be the nose, because they're looking down. One of them, I think Diana was the one looking down, and the other was looking more straight. You know, and they may have done a bit of surgery, but it doesn't look like they did a whole lot. It's really just the hair, isn't it, and the makeup, and it didn't take a whole lot of work. You know, this guy is receding hairline and very short hair, compared to Diana, who had tons of hair, really. Well, not tons of hair, but a lot of hair on top of her head, whereas he doesn't have much, so it makes it kind of gives you the illusion of a different person. But that face, the skull, is the same. You think they would have done more surgery, really. I mean, you know, how hard was it for me to do this? Anyone could do this online. But this is what I had to do for myself to fully believe it. And it was shocking to me. It was shocking to see that these photos aligned. I didn't expect they would, actually. I did not think they would. Because it's just too weird, isn't it? It's too weird. This is weird, okay? So just process this, you know, maybe show it to some friends, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. I had to do that photo thing before I fully believed this wild, outlandish theory. And once again, Jungle Surfer was right, okay? So all credit goes to Jungle Surfer. So please subscribe to his channel. Check it out. 4 years ago, maybe even before then, but 4 years ago, that guy was talking about the same exact thing. Okay, I remember, you know, this Princess Di's funeral was on TV forever, even in America, you know, where we really don't have much interest in the royal family. It was on TV. It was a big deal. Elton John was singing "Candle in the Wind." Meanwhile, the whole thing was a farce. Meanwhile, later that night, he was sleeping with Princess Diana, who was now reverted back to a man somehow. You know, it's just, you can't make this stuff up. You just can't.